Hey guys, I'm Harley and I have been a dog groomer for 11 years. I wanted to make this quick video because I always have a lot of people asking me how to get dogs done quickly and efficiently. So today I'm going to be showing you how I get this doodle done in an hour 15 to an hour and a half. So let's get started. First things first, before the bath, I like to just do a quick Sani and paw pad shave. Let's take less than a minute or two. So I have my 40 blade ready to go on my 5-in-1s. So I'm just gonna scoop out her dirty paw pads, get them all nice and cleaned up before the bath. It just saves on drying time. Okay, that took less than 2 minutes, so now we got her in the tub. I just started rinsing her, so let's start the timer again. This just keeps me on track. I want her bath to be around 10-ish minutes or so. Okay guys, it's 11 minutes and 30 seconds, so I have 30 seconds to finish rinsing this dog. 5, 4, 1. Hands up, time's up. 12 minutes, let's pause it. That's pretty good. 10-minute bath. We did Hydrosenses shampoo and Botanica Love Me Long conditioner. And this conditioner, it really be grabbing onto the hair. Most of it was rinsing out the conditioner. So now I'm gonna keep my timer going and we're gonna go ahead and get started on blow drying. Let's do it, Booming Girl, you did great. I ran out of my magic spray, the Hydra Ultra Dematting and Finishing Spray. This is like a quick dry leave-in conditioner spray. Ran out of it. So we don't have any fancy schmancy products today. This is just Quicker Slicker by Nature Specialty. I'd say pretty basic, quick dry. Now that she's 80 to 90% dry, it's still just like her legs, feet, face, and tail. We are at 28 minutes. So it only took us about 16 minutes to get her body all the way nice and fluffed up. It's fine that she's still wet and damp, so I'm going to go ahead and apply more quick dry spray and we're going to brush it through. This way you're coating the hair evenly so it will dry really nice and fluffy and straight. Okay, I'm just going to take a slicker brush and just brush all that product through. This way you're separating the hair so it's easier to dry. I really like this brush for the face. It just like pulls the hair super straight. All right, so I just want to check in. We just hit our 30-minute mark. So I would say maybe 10 more minutes for her blow dry, maybe 15 because she doesn't really like her head dried. But then after that, haircut's gonna just fly by. Over the years, I've seen a lot of people say that your cone doesn't matter. And honestly, I disagree with that. I really like a flat cone. I feel like it just drives the hair straighter. You can fight me in the comments, tell me why I'm wrong, but that's what I think. I like a good cylinder cone for like de-sheds, just to blow out all the shedding hair, blow out all the extra water. Sometimes I'll use it on a really dense doodle coat. Like this one, we used it in the beginning to blow off a lot of the water. And then we go in with the flat cone just to get everything nice and dry all the way down to the skin and separate the hair. Guys, it has officially been 45 minutes. We got her all dry. A little bit of her muzzle is still wet. And let me just preface something. It is totally normal for dogs to not like their face being blow dried. After 11 years of being a groomer, almost every dog hates their face being blow dried. So if you're mobile like me and you don't have kennel dryers, I just have a little fan. I put it in my tub and I point it at their face. While I do my finish fluffing, I do a little back brushing before we start cutting the hair. So let's do that now. I want this brush. I feel like especially for doodle hair that's a little bit coarser, the more leave-in product that you use, make sure it's not too heavy. It will give you a nicer final cut. So definitely don't skimp on the products. This is why we invest, ladies. I feel like 45 minutes for a bath and blow dry is pretty good for a dog of this size and length of hair. If the dog was a lot bigger than this, I would understand why it took an hour just for the bath and blow dry. Especially if they were super dirty. Like, yeah, you should be taking an hour to bathe and blow dry. In that 5 minutes, it took me to brush her out. Her muzzle has gotten a lot drier just with that fan pointed at us. So now I'm gonna take my comb, I'm gonna check for any tangles. I'm pretty sure she has no tangles. Pet parents did a great job this time. And also she just has good hair. So let's hope for no tangles. Yeah. What do you think, Boomy? No tangles today? Oh my goodness, you get a gold star. Let's see if I got all the ear tangles out. I did. Looking fresh, girl. Another important step on being a quick and efficient groomer is knowing what your dog is going to get. So right now, I believe she has about 1 inch of hair. Yep, 1 inch. It's literally just taking off the littlest bit of fluff. Let me see if I can grab it. Look, it's just taking off the littlest bit of fluff. But her pet parents like her to be under 1/2 inch. So we're going in with a 2 guard. As you know, it's gonna take off all this beautiful hair. And then on her legs, we are going in with a 5/8. Sometimes I just go in with a 1/2 inch, but she's not matted today. So I think we're gonna go with a 0 comb. Oh yeah, that's nice. So knowing what your dog is going to get, / knowing what they look like with said length, or knowing what they're going to look like with said length, will help you make decisions faster on their haircut. So Boomy, this is probably her 3rd or 4th groom with me. So I already know what she looks like with this haircut. I already know where to stop, where to set my lines at. And I'm just gonna fluff her up. A lot of people say back brushing cuts off a lot more hair than necessary. I think it gives it a really nice finishing look. You do you, okay? You decide what's right for you. This is why it's so important to pick and choose who you learn from, because there's so many opinions out there. Like, back brushing causes breakage. Back brushing causes you to cut off too much hair. Fluff drying causes breakage. Like, I've heard it all. All right, for the sake of the video, I am just gonna go ahead and do this whole side for y'all so y'all can see it. That 2 comb on the body, I don't know, you tell me. I'm pretty sure it only took like 4 minutes. Now we're going in with our 0 comb. It's only taking off a little bit of hair. Also, to add a little bit of flair, I usually just scoop away from the foot. If you run the clippers over the top of the foot, you're most likely gonna put a hole in it, unless the dog has really thick hair. Even then, sometimes you can put a hole in it. So use your best judgment on that. You can usually just shape the foot with scissors. So that's what I like to do. And same thing on this front leg. I'm not gonna run it over the top of her foot. I'm just gonna run it over this ankle bone, and then I'm going to flick out. See how I'm flicking out? Now that we're about to hit our 1 hour mark, I just want to go over everything that I've done to this dog so far. She got her feet shaved, her sanitary areas shaved. She got a bath, a blow dry, and a fluff. And so far, she's gotten 1/2 of her body cut. Now I'm going to go ahead and go in with the scissors on this side just to show you guys how quickly we can get that done too. I like to start with the back foot. Whenever I'm doing the paw pads, I shave the inside of the paw pad and I shave the back of the foot. Whenever you're going around the foot, you're gonna trim the back first, then the inside. You're gonna go around, and you're not touching the nails. You're going right next to the nails. The next side around, and then you're not going to go like this from the back of the foot, okay? Move to the front of the foot. Lightly, very lightly, you're gonna round it. You're not touching the top of the foot yet. You're gonna set it down, then you're gonna take your comb, you're gonna fluff it out on the sides and on the front, and then anything that is sticking out, that's what you're gonna trim. You're lightly, very extremely lightly trimming it. Brush it up, fluff it up, take it straight down. Alrighty, that didn't take very long. It says right here 3 minutes. It should not be taking anybody 10 minutes to do 1 foot. I get it, some of y'all are baby groomers. But if you're taking 10 minutes on 1 foot, think about the 3 other feet. That's 40 minutes. Now that both of her feet are done on that side and we're at 1 hour and 5 minutes, I am going to work like a busy bee and do this side. Her body is completely finished. Now we're just gonna do her head. I'm gonna do the same comb that I did on her legs. That way it lasts a long time. This dog gets groomed about every 5 to 6 weeks. So we wanna make sure that it grows nice and slowly. Like perfect timing for me to come and groom her again right when it hits 1 inch. As you see, I'm not running the clippers over her muzzle because they want that cute, round, fluffy muzzle, kind of like an Asian fusion trim. And I'm also not going over top of her visor too much because I'm gonna scissor that. The length of her head is set, so now we're going to set the length of her visor. Can we get a time check, please? 1:18. That means that we will be finished with this dog by an hour and a half. Means we got 12 minutes to get this doggy finished. And the reason why I time myself is just so I know how long each step is taking me, how long I want each step to take me. But this is how you get done quickly and efficiently. You have to have goals. And if you go over your goal a little bit, that's perfectly fine. I wanted this dog done in an hour 15. That wasn't realistic today. Few little finishing touches. Usually I cut her tail kind of round, and honestly today it doesn't really need it. But yeah, Boomy is done. That's literally it. We're at 1 hour and 30 minutes. You can see my reflection in there. That's not including nails, ears, and teeth. We're about to do that right now. I charge hourly for doodle grooms, so that is $150 plus tax. I love nail grinding. It's so satisfying. Let's get an up close shot. Ready? Okay guys, this has been how to get a doodle groom done in a quick and efficient manner. If you guys have any questions for me, make sure you leave them down below. If you want to see more videos like this, for instance, a really dirty dog, a really fluffy dog, a dog that hasn't been groomed in like 6 months, if that's something you guys want to see, make sure you comment down below. And the nail grind and everything only took 5 minutes. So just saying, I love ya and I'll see you next time. Bye.